Hey guys. So I'm going to play with some cards, but starting's always the hardest part, right? Knowing where to start. I've been piss fighting around. You know, trying to think of how to start. What am I going to talk about? Whatever. So jumping in, I'm going to let some beer cans choose our our starting part. I've been collecting all the different beer cans. I've made them into cards. Cut them up because I've gotten so many synchronicities from the bottle shop, from beer cans, and I absolutely love it. The little games that we play. Galactic exposure. So there's so many cool beer cans out these days, and it's my kind of, yeah, well, I'm starting a collection. So we're going to see what the beer has to say, what the Holy Spirit of beer has to say. A bit louder than normal cards. We'll have a little play to start off with. Oh, fresh drip. Campus fresh drip. It's such a beautiful can, this one. Look at the patterns on it. It's very, reminds me, you know, of like the fleur-de-lis fresh drip. Black on gold. Fresh drip. Something new. Out of the big Blue River. And we've got Yabisu Premium. There's the fisherman with his big catch of the big fish. Born in 1890. Premium. Yabisu. So I've got... Yeah, I'm like playing with the letters there, but I'll wait. I like this. Rocky Ridge, Maine, buttercrumbs, warm apple pie. The Rocky Ridge, the Maine, buttercrumbs, warm apple pie. What we got? Innate, galactic exposure, new world, pale. 5.8%. Then we've got the Nail Brewing, Brewing, Be Red Wing, the Red Carpet, Nail Brewery. We've got the goat, greatest of all time, mountain goats, Capricorn vibes, go at, and we've got Brick Lane Meteor, 79 calories. Ooh, we got the Black Cat Mash Brewery. Energy. Oh, the unicorn, Unleash the Beast. You can see why I love this. It's my new favourite pastime to buy the different beers. They're so expensive though. There's this one at my local bottle shop. It's $18 for one can, but I so want it. It is called Old Gods, and I swear I'm gonna get it. When I get some money, I'm gonna buy it because I really want to add that to my collection. Old Gods. Mind Harvest. And we've got Peroni, product of Italia, indiscutibilmente. I can't speak Italian, but I've chopped off the I, so it's Peroni. No red. On red. And a sure thing, summer ale. The Big Wave. Let's got the Big Wave there. You're just watching it. It kind of reminds me of wave rock. Surfing the great wave. We're bringing it into shore. We're bringing it into the shore thing. We're surfing the wave into the shore thing. For the red carpet arrival. We're mind harvesting for sure. There's a bit of a planet like Saturn there, but it's like also, you know, the pine cone I'm getting, which is like the pineal gland releasing its DMT, and you're harvesting that. You're harvesting your mind DMT. The black cat really doesn't need much explanation. The freaking black cat's awesome. She's pouncing, or he's pouncing. Brick Lane, Meteor. Definitely we're laying the foundations, and where it's coming in like a meteor, like, you know, lighting the sky, spectacular, kind of getting the once in a blue moon type event. Meteoric. I can't say that. Meteoric event. Greatest of all time, goat. And it's Capricorn, or the greatest of all time, or Toga, Goat. Targo. Warm apple pie. Yeah, that tastes good. Butter, crumbs. Man, it reminds me of that. Is it American Pie? That movie really did what he did to the warm apple pie. But also with the mane there, I'm, you know, getting the cat vibe, the lion vibe, leaving a trail of crumbs, buttered buns, and it tastes like warm apple pie. It's comforting, it's wholesome. you want to get into it. And they're funny. They bring the comedy. They bring the fun. And, you know, to explore new things. To explore new things. Also with this, it's obviously the Japanese vibe. Japan's been really big for me recently, you know, over this past like year. There's a link there and it's pretty full on. I'd really like to visit Japan. I'm also getting with the fisherman, the kingfisher, like throwing in a line and seeing what you get. You know, you're not going to catch anything unless you throw in the line. Also, he's got really big ears. And I always cheers to big ears, the big ears. The one that's always listening. The ones that are always listening. And it's kind of like Buddha as well, like the Jolly Buddha. It's simple pleasures as well, of catching a fish to eat, you know, that's awesome fun. He's got a basket next to him too. What are you getting at there? Got the basket, the weaving. It's a keeper. He's keeping that one. A red snapper. Oh, the goldfish. There's a gold can. The goldfish. Or the golden koi, which is good luck. Galactic exposure. Innate wisdom. Innate is like, it's in our blood, it's in our DNA, it's our intuition, it's in us. The galactic within us. And exposure, new world. It's the disclosure. Yeah, it is a new world. And the galactics are here to expose themselves, perhaps. And a fresh drip. Campus. See, amp. Us amp. They're ramping things up. Yeah. It's so pretty, this can. I'm blessed. Excuse me. So with the fresh drip, actually, you know what? I just got, with that writing, it is very much like, what's that movie, that book with Leonardo DiCaprio? The Great Gatsby. It's very The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby providing us a fresh drip. A fresh drop. I'm getting the RIP there standing out. D, RIP. So like vitamin D, rest in peace, which, you know, is providing us not death, but is providing us some peace to rest in. Yeah. So That's the beer cans. Oh yeah, I was going to do some of these numbers. They were pointing the numbers out. So I'll just look at some of these numbers like this. Yubisu. Yeah, I'll do the anagram as well. Because I get way into the anagrams. Let's see what else it means. So anagrams of Yabisu is bays, buys, busy, buys, sui. So busy, buys. So buys and buys. And bays. Yes, use. Sub, buy, bay, bus. Biz. Baby, buy, use, sue, yes, chop suey, bye bye baby, bye bye. 1890. I'll see what angel number that is. Signaling a time of transformation, spiritual growth, and alignment with your life's purpose. This number combines energies of new beginnings, determination, and divine support, encouraging you to trust your journey and embrace the opportunities ahead. 1 represents new beginnings and leadership. 8 symbolizes abundance and inner strength. 9 signifies spiritual enlightenment and completion, while 0 amplifies the energies of the other numbers and connects to the universal source. In the context of love and relationships, the 1890 angel number signifies the importance of authenticity and open communication. It encourages you to express your true feelings and be honest with yourself and your partner to foster healthy and fulfilling relationships. For those seeking their twin flame, the 1890 angel number indicates that your soulmate or twin flame may soon enter your life. The number brings the message of divine timing and encourages you to be open and receptive to this transformative connection. The 1890 angel number also centers around healing and self-care. It encourages you to take time for yourself and to focus on your own well-being. This can include meditation, journaling, exercise, and anything else that helps you feel aligned and balanced. It's a reminder to release old patterns, embrace your higher calling, and align with your soul's mission. It often appears when you're at a crossroads, urging you to listen to your intuition and follow the path that resonates with your inner truth. That's a good number. We got 1846 on the Peroni. Personal power, manifestation, the importance of making wise decisions to achieve success in life. We got, alright, so yeah, 1 is new beginnings, leadership. 8 is the abundance, success, hard work will lead to financial prosperity. Number 4 symbolizes hard work, determination, and building solid foundations for the future. Number 6 represents love, nurturing, and balance, emphasizing the importance of maintaining harmony in relationships and personal life. Balance has been coming through today. Again, I mean, it's always there, but Unleash your beast, the unicorns. We've also got the big red snake. The snake is awakening. We've got 1997. Profound inner transformation. Heightened spiritual awareness encourages you to trust your inner wisdom and the guidance of the angels as you navigate life's changes. Number 9, so number 1, new beginnings. Number 9 symbolizes endings and spiritual awakening. 7 is associated with intuition and inner strength, and urges you to embrace love and remove yourself from situations that complicate your ability to love. So we've got double 9, which is endings and spiritual awakenings. Asks you to be brave and make those positive changes for better things to take place. Like I said at the beginning, it's just starting is the hardest part. Like, even me, just starting a video, like, as soon as I get going, I just go, like, I would just wing it, and it's totally fine. Like, I don't worry anymore. But leading up to pressing play, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I've got so many options, and it's just like, what do I start with? As soon as I press play is fine. Like I'm okay with whatever, sounding like an idiot for 5 minutes, not knowing what I'm doing, or just grabbing something. But it's all that, like, tension of the leading up to. Like, I can piss fart around for an hour before pressing play and stressing myself out, like working it up like it means something more than it does, because I know that it doesn't really matter. As soon as I press play, I'll figure something out. I'll grab some cards and start talking. But it's that making the decision to press play. Just press play and wing it and just be you. And it doesn't really matter. Like, just it flows. As soon as you press play, it flows naturally. And if you sound like an idiot for 5 or whatever minutes, it doesn't matter. Like, that's not the issue. Like, being me, I'm okay with being me. And I don't know why I still have this, like, tension leading up to pressing play. And this is the same with life. We build things up because we're just, like, scared of pressing that play button, actually making the decision or doing the thing. But as soon as you do it, it flows, like, you know. Yeah, but sometimes, like, it's just, like, so hard to press that play button. But really, you know, as soon as you do, that's when the fun starts. That's when the play starts. Is when you press the button. And it's a bit coinky-dinky that it's a triangle. The power of the triangle. It's play. And we've got 79. Trust your inner wisdom and intuition. Represents transformation, spiritual growth, and personal discovery. indicating you are aligning with your soul's purpose and that the universe supports your personal development. This number also suggests that your thoughts and beliefs are manifesting your desires into reality, urging you to maintain a positive attitude and faith in your journey. And so, like, we got the lost sailor here. The lost sailor's found. I just got, like, you know, whether you believe in angels or our guides or whatever, their biggest job is to get us to play, to fuck around and play and actually do the thing, try it, have fun. You know, I can't remember that, you know, saying, so fuck around and find out. Just be a bit more interesting is what I'm getting. Like, you know, don't be so boring. Try that new thing. It's your life. Explore, do it, play, have fun. Don't take it so seriously. We can learn and play at the same time. We can learn and love and play and fuck some shit up in a good way all at the same time. It doesn't have to be all serious freaking gotta have all my ducks in a row. Fuck that, fuck those. Just tell the ducks to start, just go. Or, you know, leave the ducks behind and just do your own thing. Like, it doesn't have to be a certain way. But, you know, if you want to live your life, then you need to live your life. And that means trying new things and pressing play. It's like that video I did about diving into the pool. Like, it just popped into my head, like, you know, when, like, you know the water's gonna be a little bit cold or whatever, and you're standing there at the edge ready to dive in, and I mean, first of all, you've got to get yourself to the edge with your goggles, like, prepared to jump in. So that process takes a bit to get there. But then you're standing there and you've literally got to dive in. You've got to dive in. But the overthinking of how shit cold the water's going to be when you dive in, it's never as bad as what we make it out to be. You know, the tension we have within us stopping us from diving in. When we dive in, yeah, maybe it's a little bit cold to start off with, but like within 2 minutes you're just like in a different world, swimming underwater, invigorated and really happy that you did it and having an experience, rather than standing on the side fucking causing all this anxiety within yourself. You know, we just need more diving in. We need more pressing play kind of thing. You know, if you want to do it, like you want to swim, you've got yourself to the edge. And yeah, you know, we have that moment of, maybe I shouldn't. It's the same with like me doing a video and piss farting around for an hour not knowing to start. when I know that I want to do a video, I've done videos before, I can do it, I know that I can do it, so why don't I just press play and do it? Like, I'm causing myself anxiety, I'm overthinking something that I want to do. But, you know, this type of thing, it actually does take practice, like diving into the pool. If you dive into the pool every day, a cold pool every day for a week, you'll get used to it. The more you do it, the easier it is. And then that's like life is. And so the more we press play, the more we just dive in, the easier it is, and the more experiences we have, and the more life we live, and the more free we are. And then we're really living our lives. Nothing is holding us back. We are not holding ourselves back from the things that we want to do. That is the key. And that's like so many of us self-sabotage, but we stop ourselves when we're at the edge of the pool or before we press play. And then, you know, we chicken out or whatever, or come up with some awesome excuses on why we're not going to do it or not dive in. But that's, you know, that's self-sabotaging. We want to do these things, but we need practice on being ourselves, on diving into what we want to do, diving into our life, pressing play on our life, choosing us, choosing the experience of us, choosing the experience that we want to experience. We need practice to do that. And you just gotta do it. You just gotta press play. You just gotta dive in. Yeah. So I sort of tell myself daily, so you know I'm right there with you. Alright, so these are some new cards that I got. Yay, I love new cards. They are crystal medicine. Number 20, power animal, personal power. We've got the bear and the eagle in there. Looking out on the cliff, look, he's ready to dive in. He's up really high, but he's, you know, he's a bear. He's going to be a bear. And the eagle sees from a higher perspective. You know, and that is a really good thing when, you know, when you're in that moment of standing on the edge, wanting to dive in, but, you know, the fear comes in. Or, you know, wanting to press play, but the fear comes in. And, you know, you're that bear. You have mighty power within you. But the fear comes in. If you know, look or think from the eagles, you know, you get out of that fear and you just take yourself a little bit higher into the eagle eye perspective of the greater view of you. And you take yourself a little bit higher than that fear holding you still. That eagle can see that, you know, that greater picture. And there's nothing holding you back. You're free. And you know, in that moment, think higher. You want to do it. It's not doing it that really hurts your heart, rather than doing it. Regret is the worst. When you know you can do something that you want to do. Yeah. So the stone, so it's a crystal, it's chrysotile. see what it means. You have attracted this card into your awareness as you are currently shifting your personal power to a whole new level. It's time to connect deeply with the strength and courage of who you are, to step up and step out into this world to be the best version of yourself possible. Due to the range of different fears we experience in life, at times we can hold ourselves back. Don't you just love this? However, this card has shown up today to ask you to feel the fear and do it anyway. When you finally move forward in your power, you will realize there will be no fear and you will be fully in your power and manifesting your truth. Have you been feeling stuck or scared? Are you currently lacking self-confidence? Do you give your power away to others? Do you follow the crowd? These feelings and experiences are all part of your journey and personal growth. Know this is now the time to embrace your power and have the courage and strength to conquer anything that comes your way. You are a warrior of light and you are being invited to come fully into your personal power, which comes from a place of honesty, love, and truth. Amen. It's time to trust in yourself and your choices as you stop handing over your power to others. Yeah, I'm getting this one, the power animal. I'm getting the Unleash the Beast beer can, like, yeah. So the medicine of this card is the power animal. So common knowledge between the tribes and medicine people of the world indicates that we all have a power animal or animal spirit that guides us through the spirit world and through life. A spirit that offers us assistance, energetically sharing its specific wisdom and medicine. Our power animal stays with us from birth to death and can be called upon at any time. It is with us to teach us strength and courage and to connect with and embody our personal power. We also have many other animal spirits that come in and out at different times to guide us for particular parts of our journey. Each animal has a unique energy to share with you. However, your power animal will teach you the biggest lessons and offer insight, support, and guidance. Your power animal can come show itself to you in a range of ways, in your dreams, in meditation, in the physical world, in trance journeys to the inner worlds. Call upon your power animal and work with this energy as you come fully into your personal power. So I'm just getting that we should actually look at the animals. See what animals want to come through. Actually, the buffalo's been coming through a lot. I just saw this, the white buffalo calf woman. Buffalo's been coming through a bit. Which animal cards should I get? My good ones. I might just have to do these ones. Found them. Where my book is. Nice ones. We'll have have to wing it. Just wing it. Doesn't have to be perfect. A few popped out there, but we'll just go for one at a time, hopefully. You got two, the elephant and the panther. Elephant's been coming up actually a fair bit. I've been seeing the elephant a bit lately. Oh, Ganesh came through earlier. Elephants symbolize strength, wisdom, loyalty, spiritual guidance, representing deep connections to family and community across various cultures. Elephants are known for their immense physical strength, which symbolizes inner strength and resilience. They remind us to face challenges head-on and to remain steadfast in difficult times. Elephants possess remarkable memories and intelligence, representing wisdom gained through experience. This is the thing, we can't gain wisdom unless we actually experience. So, by stopping ourselves from pressing play or diving in, we're cutting off the ability to experience, which means gain wisdom. So we're seriously limiting our growth by not playing, by not jumping in, by not doing what we want to do. They encourage us to trust our inner wisdom and learn from our past. In many cultures, such as Hinduism, the elephant-headed god Ganesha embodies this wisdom and is revered as a remover of obstacles. Loyalty and family bonds. They are extremely emotional creatures. Spiritual growth and guidance. They signify spiritual awakening, encouraging us to connect with our inner selves, seek knowledge, understanding from our experience and those around us, kindness and compassion. Yeah, they remind us that we can be powerful without being aggressive. Like their size, their strength, they are gentle creatures. And that's their true wisdom. Like they know how to be gentle despite their size and strength. That's true wisdom, knowing how to use your strength. Memory and remembrance. They are connected, it's like they have this ancestral wisdom. Like you watch elephants and all that. They mourn, and it is almost like they have this shamanic nature about them. Yeah, everyone kind of knows how amazing elephants are. And the Black Panther, black cats come out again. Strength, courage, intuition, transformation, serving as a powerful spiritual guide that encourages self-discovery and to embrace one's inner power. The panther is often seen as a symbol of raw power and resilience. Its presence encourages individuals to tap into their inner strength, especially during challenging times. It serves as a reminder to face obstacles with confidence and determination. Intuition and inner wisdom. Panthers are known for their keen senses and stealthy nature, which symbolizes the importance of trusting one's instincts. They urge individuals to listen to their inner voice and navigate through life's uncertainties with confidence. It's trust in your own freaking power and your own wisdom and your own knowing. Transformation and rebirth. The panther is associated with cycles of transformation, encouraging personal growth and the acceptance of change as a natural part of life. It teaches that embracing one's hidden strengths can lead to profound self-discovery. Shadow work. As creatures that thrive in darkness, panthers symbolize the need to confront and integrate the shadow self, the parts of ourselves that we often hide or fear. Engaging in shadow work can lead to healing and a deeper understanding of one's true nature. Protection and guardianship. In many cultures, panthers are viewed as protectors and guardians. Their presence can signify that one is being watched over and guided through vulnerable phases of life. They are often linked to feminine energy and lunar cycles, embodying qualities such as grace, stealth, and independence. In ancient traditions, they were revered as symbols of power and mystery, often associated with rituals and spiritual practices. Yeah, I mean, and the bear and the eagle, I mean, they're four awesome, powerful spiritual animals. I'll just quickly do the bear and the eagle as well. So we're doing the grizzly bear. Strength, resilience, introspection, protection, serving as a powerful spiritual guide. Immense physical and emotional strength, the ability to endure harsh conditions and challenges. Grizzly bears spend significant time in solitude, especially during hibernation. This aspect symbolizes the importance of introspection and self-reflection, encouraging individuals to connect with their inner selves and gain clarity. The bear is like the hermit, going within and finding, that wisdom of self. And the strength, like I talked about in my last video about the puzzle metaphor, like the grizzly bear being in hibernation is like the hermit going into the cave to put their edge of their puzzle together, and fucking super glue that thing, and when their edge of the puzzle is done, they come out of the cave. The bear's finished with hibernation, and they go out there and they start feasting to fill their puzzle in. They start experiencing that life, exploring themselves, their puzzle, which fills their puzzle in, if you know what I mean. Connection to nature, it's a big one. I'm getting a very, like the buffalo woman coming through, there's very the Lakota, this very American Indian vibe coming through. I mean, it comes through with me. I feel it anyway. And maybe I link it to that because that's the only link that I have, like mentally, from of what I've learned in this life, my understandings of the American Indians and their teachings and their knowings. That's the only area that relates to like the wisdom and the knowings and the feelings that I'm getting and I'm being taught now. That's the only thing that relates. So so when I say I'm feeling that, that's what I mean. I don't know else how to describe it. It is very that kind of vibe. I'm not saying that it belongs to those people. Those people tapped into that way back when, and they still hold it. They still hold that wisdom, which is amazing in this day and age. They still hold that wisdom, but that wisdom is available to all of us. And animal wisdom, earth wisdom is that wisdom, and we all have the ability to fully tap into and embrace that. That is earth wisdom. That is human wisdom, to be honest. We've just lost touch with our human animal natures. And that's why I kind of keep saying, release your beast. We need to get back in touch with our animal natures. Our animal natures are like the American Indian natures, that kind of vibe, which is connection to the earth, connection to our planet that we live on, that we come from, connection to the animal that we are, the animals that we are connected to, the earth we're connected to. Like, that vibe is available to all of us. That is the earth vibe, and we're all part of the earth. And that's what we need to realize. That doesn't belong to anyone. It belongs to all of us. It is us. And that is the thing that we've forgotten, which we all need to remember. And it doesn't have to look like what the American Indian, it is the energy, the vibe. And we all need to get in touch with it in order to bring it into this day and age and experience it, and because that is our true nature. Because it's an earth animal nature, and that's what we are. We need to remember our natural natures. You know what I mean? And it's so funny. I've got my little Indian I'm going to say Indian, but I've got my vibe. I've got the tribal vibe going on tonight. But I feel them. I feel that. I feel it. And stuff it. If anyone says you're a white Australian chick, what do you know about American Indians or even First Nation people in general? You know what? I don't. But I have the connection within my body to earth and to the animals and to that vibe. I have that connection, and I'm trying to bring it into this world in my own way. And no one can tell me that I can't feel that. Like I am it. I'm part of it. And we can all be part of it, and we need to rediscover this for ourselves and find our place and our balance again on the earth in our own ways, and not put any labels or it doesn't belong. Like the land doesn't belong to anyone. We should all be looking after the land that we're on. But it is more like a symbiosis, and we all need to start thinking that way, rather than using divisive terms that, you know, don't allow for exploration into beautiful experiences that we can have. You know what I mean? Like, just because I'm a white Australian doesn't mean that I can't have a beautiful, deep connection with Australian earth, with the, you know, with this country, that I can't feel connected to it. We all can. It is everyone's. And, you know, and I think that's what the Lakota and the Hopi people are really starting to come out and openly say to people now too, is that, you know, that their vibe is actually everyone's vibe. I read something about this just tonight, I think. Well, my interpretation of it was that as a collective, they are putting the past behind them and welcoming and inviting everyone to look and open their minds and allow for the connection to take place, and join them in the vibe. Like, so we can actually bring in this more homogenized vibe of all of us being, you know, that way inclined, connected. Who knows what it's going to look like? No one fucking knows what it's going to look like. But it is that vibe. We need to bring it into this day and age. That vibe is available to all of us. I'm extremely passionate about this. Anyway, yeah, like this spirit animal, they are extremely passionate about it too. And like, no one can freaking tell me that an elephant isn't fucking intelligent. An extremely intelligent, conscious being, possibly much more intelligent than the human species. Just because they can't speak our language doesn't mean that they're not extremely intelligent, conscious beings with their own freaking you know, world going on. And yeah, like I said in my last video about the star seeds feeling stuck in this human experience, like they're from a different planet, that they just don't fit in. I mean, this is what the animals feel like. But they are so heart-centered that they know that they're part of the upliftment of our species. like they're doing us a favor by being here in their beauty to awaken us. And this is the thing, this is what us humans have so much to learn, relearn, like we've lost touch with the beauty and the wisdom of nature. And there's so much wisdom to be had there, and the wisdom in nature is our innate animal nature. We've cut ourselves off from our own personal wisdoms, and that's where the true amazing connection wisdoms are, you know. And this is what I think people are just starting to remember and figure out for themselves now, is opening the heart and connecting to our true natures. And it comes back down to authenticity again, because you've got to be authentic and true to connect to truth. And the animal kingdom and Mother Nature is truth. That's authentic, it's pure. We need to remember our purity, and coming back to pressing play, our purity as our child, is our inner child. And this is us coming back to the Trinity again. We need to remember our divine Father, our divine Mother, and our divine child within us, the Trinity. And let's say these animals here can teach us all about the divine Father, the divine Mother, and the divine child. Animals can teach us so much about purity of spirit and wisdom. And this is what, like, the Lakota and the Hopi people know, and what they've held on to. What white buffalo calf woman, you know, this is where the true wisdom, true intelligence is held, within nature. We've forgotten that we are part of nature and our natural essence. And that's how we connect with our own bodies, our own DNA wisdom, our own connections, our own innate abilities. And this is what, you know, we're all waking up. And you can explain it in a million different ways, but basically, you know, like in my experience, the easiest way, the most straightforward, the most obvious, is to rediscover yourself and your pureness, is to start playing, to remember who you are, to rediscover your inner child. And that takes nothing other than you doing what makes you happy and remembering how to play in nature. And seeing the beauty and relating to the beauty in nature. Like, it's so fucking obvious to me, but I mean, I get that everyone has a different path, but it's so, yeah, anyway. this it's like a perfect example, like what my last video was, like, you know, being one of the Na'vi stuck in a human body. This is exactly it. I'm just getting, like, you know, their little thing that they plugged into the animal or to Mother Nature, or I'm guessing to each other. The little plug that they plugged into, which is, it's like our consciousness. Our consciousness is the plug, and all we have to do is use our imagination, our consciousness, our empathy. That is our plug, and we need to exercise that plug. We need to plug in. We can plug into anything using the power of our mind. And, you know, our consciousness, it is free of any freaking laws. Our mind can plug into. What I'm trying to say is that time, it doesn't matter. You know, this is where quantum comes into it. Our little feelers can plug into anything at any time, anywhere. That is the power of consciousness. We exercise that. It moves faster than the speed of light. It is instantaneous. It can go anywhere, past, future. It's instantaneous. That's our consciousness. That is the power of our mind. We can connect to any animal, any human, any being, anywhere, at any time. And all we have to do is practice our little connections. And that is our natural nature. This one came up before I started the reading, so meant to be moving forward. It's the arrow. Air 19, Seraphinite. Seraphim. You've pulled this card today as a confirmation that it is time of moving forward. In life, we move through certain cycles that call upon a range of different energies and aspects. You are currently in a phase of action and moving forward. When we can align and tune into these powerful energies that are available to us, we receive a depth of knowing, clarity, and confirmation on what action to take in life. Yeah, is very much what we've been talking about, is the pressing play, finally pressing play, finally diving in to really what we've known that we've wanted, but it is that inner strength that we have developed that has finally got us to the point that we're moving forward. And not just us, it is everything. There's the great energy, you know, the big energy moving forward, to the individual moving forward. Letting go of what's holding you back, you know, in all ways. Making the changes in our lives that we've been wanting to make. We're getting the energies, the assistance in order to help us make these decisions. They may be little decisions like diving into the pool each day, or they may be big decisions, but they're the decisions that we want to make, and we're being assisted in order to make these decisions, in order to start truly experiencing our lives. I'll get one of these Charming cards. So, yeah, like, it's very much about moving forward with authentic, knowing yourself, or knowing what you want authentically, trusting yourself and making the decisions, moving forward, leaving the fear in the past, bravely. I've just got the, what was it? What's it? Star Trek? Bravely exploring new frontiers, that type of thing. We've got walking meditation and shamanic trance. A shamanic trance is an altered state necessary for sending one's consciousness into non-ordinary reality to work with the helping spirits there. I love a altered state. Walking meditation is where you walk slowly, breathing rhythm with each step. Yeah, it's using Mother Nature as meditation, pretty much. Just yeah, I think everyone knows what that is. Experiment with inducing a shamanic trance by drumming, rattling, dancing, or chanting. I now enter into a shamanic trance readily and easily. Practice makes perfect. I've practiced a lot and it's awesome. They're awesome. I don't know whether that's just where my mind's got, it's where I'm getting all flustered now, because yeah, my mind went to sexual pleasure, the trance that can be had during the altered state of pleasure that can be had when you're, in a sexual experience, and it's highly underrated. It is a freaking altered state when you're in a state of bliss, sexual bliss, sensual bliss. That is a trance. That is a shamanic trance, and that is the beauty of like tantric, and just a freaking awesome connection that you have with someone can give you a freaking altered state like that. And it's such a beautiful place to be and to explore other realms while you're experiencing pleasure. Like, it's a thing. The dreaming, we've got talking stick. Listen respectively. Know your voice. Have you got something to say? The talking stick. Spirit animal dance. Sacred silence. Spirit animal mask. Stone people. Oh, the stone people, look at that. With any stone, there is life force, and as with everything else, we are related to the stone people. Place both hands on a large boulder, breathe deeply, and feel the presence that is expressing as this being. Make a stand for what you believe in. I feel the solidness and strength as I touch the stone people. I tell you what, look at that face in the stones. This is what I see in all the stones. And this is what happens when you freaking start, I guess, living your life in a trance state, high vibing. It is an actual thing. You know, I'm seeing more and more people like putting it out there that they are seeing what I'm seeing. And I swear to God, this is what I'm seeing in just your average freaking tree and stone and sky everywhere. We are living in a very multi-dimensional world, and you know, it's an amazing experience when you start seeing stuff like this everywhere you go. I'm absolutely serious. When you're high vibing, you are surrounded by other beings, faces everywhere. Yeah. Anyways, I shall, it's gone on for a while. I'll leave it there because, yeah, I've been rambling. But, yeah, get back in touch with your natural nature and our natural nature and the natural nature, and that is everything. Wax on, wax off, dive in, press play. It's such a forward pathway into it is nature, the beauty of nature, our connection with it, our natural nature, joy, play, etc., etc., etc. That's key.